create a strong first impression, express durability, quality, security, technology, and excellence from start to finish. It should show the components of Smart Lock, the ways it can be used, unlocked, and show the mechanism, circuit boards, microchips, fingerprint scanner, etc. We want it to be paired with Apple. Couple of words about production. Production divided into 3 stages. First stage is pre-production. We model the device. Since we don't have all of the components, we need to model it. I see you have components lined up. In order to model every detail, we need to have all of them lined up and photographed from all sides, from all directions. This is a technical preparation. Second part of the pre-production work is to make a concept, to understand the screenplay and storyboard. On this we will work together. It is back and forth process. At the first stage we should briefly understand what we will have in the end, but I suggest to not... I like when we have broad ideas of what needs to be done, not for specific shots. We need to show this in this, from this angle, from this direction, from this speed. It should be something more abstract. In short, at first stage we are preparing model for the animation. We define look together, that everything looks correctly. Every important element can be animated, and as a result we have images of the final look in high resolution. It's already can be used for market. We need to see this in order to, like, in terms of micro detail of the materials, because we have this interesting gunmetal and it should be emphasized. Because the product itself has potentially good contrast between materials, between different kind of metals. Here this rough metal and brushed metal, and again, in order to model we need to have this kind of layout in a high quality, high resolution, to being able to copy. And also I see in the manual you have some dimensions, and maybe it will be helpful for me since we don't have 3D model from the manufacturer. As soon as we define concept and agree on yes, this is how the product will look on the video, we start production. This is the next stage, shot production and editing. At this point, we're producing the shots and trying to build this mosaic of time and concept animation. It already starts to look right. It already has lights, it has everything that we need, but it is in low quality render so that we can iterate on that. For example, if we have specific shots but want them to be longer, we try this longer version. We might change our minds and make it shorter and to emphasize different points. Stage 2 is the most creative part of the process. As a result, in 2 or 3 iterations we have animation in a preview quality. Everything will look identical as a delivery, but it won't be final. It will be in low resolution. It will have somewhere noises. It will be good enough to understand, and it will be kind of video that we are making. As soon as we agree on everything at stage 2, stage 3 is starting. There is no decisions that needs to be made at stage 3. It is just production, high quality, high resolution renders that was created at the stage 2. And as a result, we have high quality production video ready for marketing. It is purely technical stage. Let's look at example that we have. Well, this is a good video. How we can make it better? If we pair this to the Apple videos, in what sense it can be better? This video guides attention of the viewer with the action and only action. If we compare to the Apple video, they guides not with action, but more with composition, with Apple videos and people who makes Apple videos using cinematic language, which was kind of evolving with the cinematography. Here is excellent composition, a good cinematography. Camera is never kind of accelerating, decelerating. It's kind of a cosmic in this regard. Lighting is soft. This means large soft boxes. And camera always well thought out. It's always changing from one point to another to have this kind of pattern inside of the frame where you using all of the frame design principles like thirds and parallax, always parallax, it's great use of parallax. And also this point in the composition where something important is happening, it's not jumping back and forth in the video, it's always somewhere in the middle. And because of that, it's easier to follow. It's easier to follow this video. It can be placed on the wall. It can be as a background for information. Also, the use of the lenses. Here, authors using lenses something like 50 millimeters or maybe even 35 millimeters. So for our video, I suggest to use more like this approach with strong camera movements and with I think we can mix this kind of beautiful shots with the informational shots. But the problem is currently we have a lot of stuff to say, so it can be too much for the video. Typically it's a good video if we can focus on the one single unique selling points, maximum 3 unique selling points. And videos like that, it's more like explainers. Maybe we can kind of suggest all of these different use cases, but not focus on them too much. It would be best if we can focus on a small amount of selling points and focus our attention on the visuals, like here. Because if we want Apple style video, we're not able to do something like that. We're not able to do everything, to say about anything, because it's not Apple video anymore. At the same time, we can mention everything that we need, but just we need to use time efficiently, give the viewer time to catch important things, and these points might be more abstract than direct. Some of the competitors have really good videos, like this one from Level. It is definitely high quality content with the big production. I was thinking about something similar to this part, like we can show through the turn different types of doors. For example, we can briefly show how we open door with the regular key, and this door, for example, would end with light scene. And with turn, we switch to the kind of a sci-fi corridor with the fingerprint lock, and with the switch, another kind of door with the code. Make it briefly, as a scene with turns. 1, 2, 3, 4. These stages that I mentioned earlier, they can be overlapped. In terms of timing, we can have it like that. First stage is modeling, making storyboard and concept and everything. We can really start on this week. And since we don't have models, it is a little bit more work than regularly. While we are working on the concept and the initial modeling, we can define what needs to be said and what needs to be shown and where we need to place our effort as soon as possible in terms of production. These stages can be overlapped because I'm using this efficient workflow I stole from the movie industry. So this means we can start work on the animation, and for example, if there were some changes or we need to fix something inside, it's not a problem. We just fix the model and everything will be propagated on the video automatically. And also I would like to mention that all of this time stuff, it's very often can be stretched or condensed. Typically stretched. You can't predict which changes will be, how many iterations that will be required. But in my experience, if we start pre-production on this week, we can have the video somewhere in the middle of December, as it typically goes. So we need to make pre-production, we need to create video, and we need to make deliverables in high resolution, high quality. Let me know if you have any questions. We can dig deeper at any of these stages, at any of these concepts. And thank you for watching.